welcome back to another episode of The Family Adventures, where we are on the adventure of our lifetime, and we are hoping to encourage you and inspire you just a little bit through it. So today, you get to follow us back to Washington, D.C. If you joined us last week, you know that we were there to get our visas. We had our French visa appointment. You can watch that video here, somewhere up here, right? You can watch it if you'd like to. But today we decided to spend another day in DC and spend time as a family just resting and relaxing after that particularly stressful day that we had just had. We as a family try to quench the tyranny of the urgent. If you don't know what that is, in our busy lives that we all tend to have, we can make the urgent, which oftentimes isn't that important, chief in our day, chief in our schedule, and what is most important, the things that ought to be prioritized oftentimes aren't. They're pushed down to some indefinite later time that never really happens. One of the ways that we tend to fight against that tyranny is by making sure that we spend time together as a family, particularly on a day like today. One last thing as well, this past week, we have crossed 100 subscribers on this channel. And although that is such a small milestone in the grand scheme of things, when you have people that have thousands and millions of subscribers, for us, this is a big deal. And to thank you, we want to do something special. But you gotta watch all the way through to the end, and you'll see what we're gonna do there, okay? With that, let's go to DC. What is the tyranny of the urgent? There's decisions you make all the time, and what tends to happen is the things that become most urgent in the day are the things that take up the bulk of our time. But urgency does not equal importance. The tyranny of the urgent for me is the experience. I'm very sensory because of Tourette's and stuff like that. So that's one of the ways that I can fall to the tyranny of the urgent. Another way is to put my effort into my work. I love the fruit of success. The tyranny of the urgent overrides what is most important to me, and that is my wife and my daughter. God has used them in my life to develop me as a man. I love them. I can't spend enough time with them. Now, the cool thing is, when we seek to reprioritize our lives, when we seek to put what's most important first, the tyranny of the urgent tends to wash away, and we're able to rekindle what's most important in our lives. So, for instance, for me, today in DC, with these ladies, I just fall in love with them all over again. So as we bring things home today, as we bring it to a close, here's a challenge for you. I always try to bring a challenge. I hope that it doesn't turn you off. I hope that you're actually encouraged by these challenges. Today is this. Maybe as you watch this, you realize that you've let the tyranny of the urgent get the best of you in your life. Maybe you realize that it's happening right now. For me, it's a battle, man. It's a battle day in and day out. Sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. So here's the challenge. When we're stuck in this mode where we realize that our most important things aren't in the right place, we oftentimes feel guilty and shameful about it, and we want to ignore it or deny it, and it only makes things worse. And you don't have to make this change in this grand way, you don't have to go to DC in the 4th. The only reason we did that is because we were there already. So So here's a challenge for you this week. This is a particular challenge, a very small thing, and that's this. If you realize that something that is most important to you isn't where it needs to be, just make one schedule change this week. Just one thing for the whole week, and make that most important thing most important in that time frame, within that 30 minutes or that hour or whatever it is you choose. Just one thing this week. And then what happens is you'll find that next week you can do 2 things, and the week after that 3 things, and before you know it, months and years down the line, you'll get to look back and say, wow, like I can't believe how much progress has been made. I can't believe how much I've changed. The reality is it was one step at a time that led to the next. That's the beautiful thing with this life, right? And that's the beautiful thing that Jesus offers to us, the abundant life that he gives us if we're willing to follow him. He helps us to set our priorities straight. So this week, just spend one small chunk of time doing something that's most important, not what is most urgent, and let the journey begin today. Well guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for coming along with us. As always, we are so blessed by the fact that you come along with us. And one of the ways we want to show you that, the fact that we have now reached 100 subscribers, we want to give just a small giveaway to folks. We don't know exactly what it's going to be yet, but something from France is going to get shipped back to the winner of this giveaway. And here's what we're going to do over the next 4 episodes, so starting today and continuing into the next 4 episodes, 5 total, we are giving everyone an opportunity to join us. And what you have to do is in the comments of each episode, the comments of each posting that we make, you have to say, congratulations on 100 subscribers, I am in for the journey, right? Say that, and then also we're going to use the honor system here, so we're trusting that you'll do this next part. But share the video on your channel, share it on social media, and like it as well. With that, we'll say au revoir, see you next time.